You're live.
Mom. Hi, honey. I got a story to tell you all about the birds and the bees. Ha! You remember the birds and the bees that you used to tell your kids? Well, that was all wrong. I got another story today. But before I tell you this story, I got to tell you about my winter hat. It's almost time to take it off. But that winter hat you bought for me, when we were traveling in New York State, we saw it in a window one day, and you said, "Oh, that looks nice." And you bought my nice winter hat. Well, I'm going to take it off now because it's spring. And spring is time for a summer hat and the birds and the bees. And the first bird and the bees story happens to be a little red tulip. Remember those? It's got 6 petals, and inside there's all the makings for the story of the birds and bees. And you can see that in the next one a little better. Because here we've got the great big male popping out. Look at those male, they're called anthers. And they pop out and they sit there and they grow nice big masses of pollen. And who likes the pollen? Oh, another species, the female of another plant. But when you come right down to it, this one shows you both the pollen. See all the little black dots? Here's the skunk cabbage. This is the first guy that comes up in the spring in the woods. Here's the flower of the skunk cabbage. And what would you know here? Here's a great big male with all the pollen on it. And down in here, there's the good stuff. There's sacks of sugar. That's what the insects really like. And all sorts of bugs go to the flower with their long tail, their long tongue, and they go down in the pollen, in the flower, and as they're going down for the good stuff, all the sugars, where it's red, they're bound to get covered with all the little black spots, and those black spots are pollen. So the insect gets the good stuff and gets covered with pollen. You see all the little black spots on him when he goes in, he gets all covered with these pollen. Then he goes to another flower and he leaves some of the black spots on that one. And that's when we have the story of the birds and the bees. Because the male and the female, then get together, and you know what happens when male and female get together? Oh boy, it's fun. Anyway, here's the little bumblebee going into the flower. He's going down and getting that red stuff, the sugar. But when he does it, he gets covered with all the pollen. And that's the end of the story. So the birds and the bees happen in every spring at this time of year. And your cat, our cat, Sammy, loves the birds and the bees. He's having a great time. Bye-bye, hon. Talk to you later.